Hi guys, welcome to Books to Billionaires. Let's learn one powerful lesson that can change your life today. If you've ever felt completely lost after graduation, trust me, you are not alone. This explainer is basically a literal survival manual for turning that overwhelming anxiety of quote-unquote adulting into a clear, manageable roadmap. The author, M.D. Hakeem Pasha, didn't write the 20s blueprint as some preachy expert. He wrote it as someone who figured it out the hard way. And we're going to give you the exact tools he wishes he had way earlier.
To help you handle all this chaos, we're breaking this defining decade down into 5 steps: the shock of adulthood, discipline beats motivation, the financial blueprint, career and emotional growth, and finally, building for your 30s. Let's jump right in.
Section 1. The shock of adulthood, or as I like to call it, losing the syllabus.
Think about it. For over 15 years, someone else has told you exactly what to do, what to study, and exactly when the deadlines are. And then, poof, the system just vanishes. You're suddenly totally responsible for creating your own direction instead of just waiting for someone to hand you an assignment. It's honestly no wonder you might feel a bit of panic when you see your friends posting job offers while you're just sitting there drawing a blank.
School is this super safe system, right? You chase validation from your teachers and your parents, but out here in the gritty reality of life, the only validation that truly matters is your own personal growth. You've really got to shift your mindset from chasing a perfect grade to embracing self-direction. It's all about testing things out, making mistakes, and adjusting your course as you go.
Moving right along to Section 2, Discipline Beats Motivation. This is all about building your daily engine. Okay, this is absolutely crucial. Once you lose that school syllabus, waiting around for a sudden spark of inspiration, that just won't work. Think about it like this. Motivation is a feeling. Discipline is a decision. Motivation shows up when it wants to. Discipline shows up every day. When motivation disappears, your habits take over. Success isn't built in one day. It's built every day. Discipline beats motivation every single time.
Now, if you're feeling overwhelmed by the pressure to be disciplined, don't worry. Try the author's 1-1-1 rule to build your system slowly. Seriously, don't try to change your entire life by tomorrow. Just focus on one tiny daily action for your skills, like learning some basic video editing. One for your health, maybe a daily 30-minute walk, and one for your finances, like saving just 1,000 rupees a month.
You can lock in that discipline starting literally today by stacking ridiculously small 5-minute habits. Stuff like spending 5 minutes planning your morning, reading just 2 pages of a book at night, going for a quick 10-minute walk after lunch, or keeping the first 30 minutes you're awake completely phone-free. These actions seem practically invisible, but they automate your success and quietly build your identity over time. Because remember, your habits create your future.
All right, Section 3, the financial blueprint. Because money, you understand, is money you control.
Earning money is great, but what you actually do with it, that's what dictates your freedom. Enter the 50-30-20 budgeting rule. It's an absolute lifesaver. It ensures 50% covers your absolute needs, like rent and groceries. 30% lets you enjoy your lifestyle without the guilt, so yes, you can definitely still buy that iced coffee or go out with friends. But the magic is that last 20%. That is paying your future self first, before you even have a chance to spend it.
And you've got to start tiny. Investing just 500 rupees a month, which is literally the cost of a weekend takeout order, in a systematic investment plan harnesses the absolute magic of compounding while you sleep. The author shares how doing exactly this built his financial confidence without making him feel totally restricted. It's proof that you do not need to be rich to start building wealth. You just need time and consistency.
But we do need to warn you about the trap of bad debt. Good debt, like an education loan, can actually grow your long-term value. Bad debt, though, that's treating a credit card like it's free money, or falling for those 0% EMI traps for things you really don't need. We have to remember, a credit card is just money borrowed from your future self, and usually with massive interest attached.
Let's dive into Section 4, Career and Emotional Growth, Navigating the Messy Middle.
Out in the real world, your soft skills become your true superpower. When you're at your first job and everything suddenly feels like a life or death priority, organize your life using the Eisenhower matrix to prevent burnout. You'll naturally tackle the urgent and important things first, like deadlines and bills. But the real magic? That happens in the not urgent but important box. This is where you actually plan for investing, learning, and therapy. Don't let the loud noise of the bottom boxes stop you from building your actual future.
And hey,
This mindset absolutely applies to the people in your life too. When it comes to the relationships you're going to form, love just isn't enough without emotional intelligence, or EQ. EQ requires you to communicate instead of assuming, and to listen to understand rather than just waiting for your turn to reply. It's all about pausing and responding calmly instead of just reacting defensively when things get tough.
So, the big secret to balancing your career, your love life, and your own self-growth without totally crashing? You have to accept that you simply can't give 100% to everything all at once. You have to know what season of life you're currently in. Maybe this is a career sprint season, or maybe it's a relationship building season. Consciously schedule your priorities and communicate transparently with the people around you so nobody feels left behind.
Finally, Section 5, Building for Your 30s, the Launchpad Decade.
Let's get one thing straight. Your 20s aren't the peak of your life. They're the launch pad. To protect that launch pad, here's an immediate action you can take this weekend: a digital Sabbath. A full 24-hour digital detox. By going completely offline, no scrolling, no comparison traps, you break that endless dopamine loop that social media creates. It's an insanely powerful way to reclaim your focus, rediscover your own real-world creativity, and protect your peace.
By embracing failure as a teacher, learning to manage your money with simple habits, and refusing to settle for toxic situations right now, you're laying down an unshakable foundation. When you hit 30, you're not going to regret the parties you missed. You'll be celebrating the fact that you prioritized your mental health, took brave risks, and walked away from disrespect.
So I'm going to leave you with this final provocative question to think about right now. What tiny, disciplined action can you take today that your future 30-year-old self will look back on with absolute gratitude? Pick just one thing from this explainer and start building the blueprint for the life you truly want. Thanks for watching Books to Billionaires. If you found this explainer helpful, please subscribe for more powerful book insights and life-changing lessons. You'll find all the book links in the description below.